What it do, everybody? It's the greatest host of the known universe, your boy King Crowder, back again with another edition of my Black Male series, highlighting us, where we come from, what we did, and our legacy. Today's guest, I'm gonna give a brief introduction to my dog before he go. Street ninja, gang member, transformed into a husband. Remember, a lot of us come from messed up homes, but we never talk about it. A lot of brothers never talk about our origin stories, what we've been through, or how we overcome. Today's lesson is a highlight on Kevin Wiggins from my hometown of 540 my city, 24017. What
Yes,
it
sir.
do, Kevin? Talk to me, baby.
Hey, what's good, brother? How you doing, brother, man?
Man,
Mr. King
good,
Crowder,
man.
man.
Good, bro. So happy to have my dog, man. First
Yes,
off,
sir, brother.
how does it feel, man? How does it feel to tell your
Man,
story?
it's
Turn
all
down the
right,
audio
bro.
in the background a little bit. It's a little loud in the background. A little bit. Turn it down a little bit. I can hear you. So, there you go.
All right.
Talk
Like
to
right
me.
there?
Right there. You perfect.
All right, bet,
Talk
brother.
to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, brother. Get out here and try to tell people my story. I hope I can help many other brothers like myself, if not more, or anybody that come from a certain background and face against certain adversity. I want them to hear it from me because I've been through it all, brother. So
Shout out to
so
my dog, man. Kevin. First off, man, let's start from the beginning, man. I love to talk about brother stories from the beginning, man. What is your earliest memory, man, of you being in this world? First thing you
uh,
remember as a child, as a youngin', what do you remember?
man, I was like 3 years old, bro. And that was my birthday. And I got whooped for my birthday, bro. And
Mm.
went to sleep.
Why
And when
did
I
you get
woke up,
whipped, man? What'd you
look,
do?
I was showing out. I was probably showing out. It was my third birthday. I don't know what I was doing, but to my mama's raising, I was messing up. So I got whooped. The whole party got put on freeze in the living room. It's all my friends in there, everybody else having fun. And I had to take a nap. And then I woke up
Mm.
like an hour later, and that's one of the first things I remember. For
Wow,
sure.
that's important, man. So you remember early on
Yeah,
consequences. That's what I heard.
big
So
time.
let's break it down, man. I heard you mention your mom, Kevin. Was
Mhm.
your dad in a picture early between 0 and 9? Do you remember your
Nah,
pops?
nah, not
Now,
he one time, 2 time, 3 time, but not every day, 365. He just it's a
now,
one and done.
as a man looking at it now, was he trying to figure it out? Do you know? Have
Yeah,
you ever go
yeah.
ahead.
I came home. All right, when I came home from prison, bro, I went to talk to my father to have a grown man conversation because I'm older now and you got some explaining to do. So we talked like men though. Like it was like about an 8 hour conversation. I'm talking about it went from highs to lows to heights, and then we got through it. And basically, he apologized, but he told me he was living his life, and he can't. He said he apologized for not being there, but he wanted to live his life and do what he wanted to do. So as a
And
man, I
that's
can't even be mad because I just got out of prison for doing what I wanted to do, and I seen the consequences of that. So
yeah,
if that's how
that's
you
real.
want to, if that's what makes you sleep at night, brother, that's cool because I can live with that now.
That's
Back as a
that's
kid,
real.
I couldn't understand.
Of course, man. So let's keep on going, brother. So you said from 0 to 10, where was y'all at? Where was you living at? How was y'all living situation? Talk to me.
We
Walk me
we
through
grew
it.
up in my brother, my mom and my dad was married when my brother was
Mm.
born, and when my brother up until the age of 5, we moved. I guess she left when she was pregnant with me. She left my dad, whatever. I was born in Lynchburg, Virginia, bro.
Gotcha.
And I was in Greenfield Apartments. That's a rough neighborhood. If anybody heard about that, Lynchburg, Greenfield Apartments. It's back in the 90s. I don't know about now. I'm talking early 90s, 93, 92, 94. It was rough, bro. So like I seen it all. I didn't been around stuff I wanted as a young child. I didn't been standing outside and witness violence and gun
So
violence and
wow.
yeah, the kid as a
Mm.
3 or 4 year old. Literally, I'm outside
Mm.
just every day. My kid is the project. You go outside and you want to play. My mama tired of me breaking stuff in the house, probably or crawling up her couch, whatever I was doing, brother. Yeah. So I witnessed a lot of stuff that probably shaped my life for real.
For
It
real.
started to mold me at a
Mm.
young age. You know what I'm saying? So
So I heard that you was outside, project kid, project baby myself. So as you continue to age, y'all was in Lynchburg. When did that move to Roanoke happen? What age was that?
I moved to Roanoke. I'm gonna run over when I was 8 years old, brother.
8 years old. And
I
what was
left
your
before my mama. I
Got you.
left before my mom and my brother. They sent me. My mama got a best friend. She sent me out here to live with her because I started witnessing a lot of
Right.
stuff.
Got you.
And
Got you.
she sent me out here. I came out here. How old are you when you're 8? I mean, what grade are you in? My
So it's
son is
probably
10.
maybe
I was in the
fifth,
third grade. I was in the
third
third
grade.
grade. I was in third grade. I was in
Wow.
third grade.
I want you to
So I
think about
moved.
that, brother. You 8 years old living with a lady that you don't know. That had to be traumatic. So what I'm hearing
Ah,
already, Kev, man, it was just like, dang, I was moving a lot. You feel me?
she was. I knew her. That's who my mama stayed with when she
Got
left my father.
you.
So she
Got you.
like my godmama for real. She always been around. Like she was
Okay.
in the hospital room the day I was born, type of stuff.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
so she been around. I won't, but it still was weird living with 5 brand new people. She had 4 daughters and a son, so that's 6 people counting her. So it was different, but it was cool. Like they try to ease me in the Roanoke. I used to walk from. They lived on 36th Street in Wilmot. And I used to walk from Wilmot to the Wilmot Park, and
Wow.
on the way walking through there, I met a couple guys I met like Tama and Smith, Bud, my homeboy Brandon Trent. That's one of my good friends right there. I met a couple other people, but yeah, that's how my transition happened to Roanoke. That's how I
Mm.
got.
So how long was you with your godmother? How long was that transition last? I heard you will mind. Go ahead.
About 2 years, but
Mm.
no, I came for the summer to stay with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was so much gun violence happening back where I lived at Lynchburg. My mama said, we're going to leave him up there because I'm moving up there. So I
Mm.
stayed a whole year before they came. And then once they
Wow.
came, we stayed with my godmama a year till my mama got
Got
on
you.
her feet. And
Wow.
when she got on her feet, we moved from Wilmot to Shenandoah Village.
Got
And
you. Got you.
that was about 2000, 2001, right when they made Shenandoah Village. Like, oh,
Yeah, Shenandoah Village was kind of new. Okay, so Shenandoah Village, you got there. So okay, you
yeah.
knew you Shenandoah Village. You around how about 10 this time, right?
About
10,
9 to
11,
10. Yeah, about 9 to
10,
10
11.
right
So you
there.
starting to smell yourself a little bit. How was that lifestyle change? I mean, you growing up, you
Shit.
over there. Talk to me.
I was with a bunch of people, man. I don't know if you know these guys. You know Big Buzz and Little
Yeah,
Buzz and them. They used to live up there
yeah.
back in those days. So I used to go to
Okay,
their house. I
got
used to
you.
stay with them a lot. I used to play with Clyde. Me and Clyde used to play every day. Me
Got
and
you.
Little
Yeah, I know
Buzz used
this.
to play basketball. And then there's another guy, Gus, a dude named Gus Payne. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know if you know
know them
Gus,
guys.
but
Mhm.
Gus, shout
Yeah,
out to
go
Gus,
Gerard.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Gus. I give Gus a shout out. He used to play ball. I used to want to be like Gus on that court. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely used to play ball with them at Shenandoah Village. And I started growing up. Right
Okay.
after this, I started turning.
Okay. So what
I
made the
went to the
turn? Like what happened? You know what I'm saying?
life, man. My best friend named Jerry, rest in peace, bro. He died of cancer when I was like 11 or 12.
Wow.
And that turned that. I probably was 11, but I just say 12 because I probably about to turn 12. But he died when I was 11, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did
that
they say
affected
what type of
everything.
cancer it was, man? Did you even know at the
He had
time?
3 different types. He beat it the first time. He had chemo the first time. And if I'm saying this wrong, people in the world, bro,
Yeah,
his
it's
mama,
okay.
Miss Ray Ray, she could correct me, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying what I remember as a kid. He had cancer the first time. He beat it, bro. We was good. We go on the skating ring, Star City skating ring. We having fun. He come back again. He go to chemo again. He beat it again. We back again. We at the mall in the movie theater now. And then the third time when they hit him, it took everything out of him.
Well, I'm just processing it for you, man. Hearing all that going through that about 11, 12, man, that's a lot, bro. Never been
Man,
to therapy at this time. I'm throwing it out there. No therapy, no
no,
talking to
nothing.
nobody about
Nothing.
it.
Just
You
a
just
kid. Just a kid.
wow, and just
Just a
trying to
kid
go
living.
through life and process.
Just living, bro. Every day.
So how
Every
did it
day.
affect you notice, man? Like, did you notice like I was disinterested? I started to disengage. Like, what was your mindset being that young going through that at the time?
Start picking up habits. Like my
Yeah,
mom, I noticed my mama smoked. I ain't never want to smoke a cigarette at all, or weed for that matter. But one day I just seen my mom doing it so much. So one day I was 10 years old. I pick up she had left like a little joint. Old people roll the white paper, the joint.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
joint like this,
Right.
little clip. And I lit it up, man. And ever since that day, boy, I was lit. From that day on, I was smoking from 10 years old, like for real, every day.
I got
Like
you.
most older guys that like Trey Deuce and like Biz and Recipes Renzo, people like them. That was like 10 years old hanging with them, and I got a sack of weed. I thought I won't trying to be cool though. I literally had a habit at the age of 10 years old.
Well,
Like
you
I
what you were
started
trying to
smoking.
do, man, at that time, you had trauma you had to deal with, bro. You had
I
10.
was just
You
trying to be
seeing death.
racist.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even that help you relax your mind and your spirit because who can process it at that age, not even knowing, like I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Nobody.
lot, man. So, like I said, man, I commend you for even trying to. A lot of people get those habits, and we got to be cautious. Why? Like you just
Yeah,
said, man. Like, bro, I saw death. My best friend died of cancer at 10. What?
man. I seen. I
R.I.P.
ain't
to him.
get, see. Look, I forgot to tell you. It's so much in my life, bro. All right, this is one of the reasons I went to Roanoke, brother.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's best friend named Eva. She had a son named Den and James. They were my best friends when I used to run outside when I was like 4 or 5 at the time. I used to run behind them every day. And we was at their mom's house. I can't remember this right now. I just know the story because it got told to me. I still can't remember. But we was in his mom's house. I can remember up until this point. We went into like a closet. Up, you know, you a kid, you gotta climb the closet. And we got his mama's shoebox with a real gun in it, bro. And the little brother James put the gun behind the big brother's head and blew his head off.
Wow.
I was like 5 years old for real. I
Wow.
don't remember. It's so traumatic. I can't remember right now. I could try. It
No,
won't
I
work.
got you.
But
Wow.
after that situation, that's when my mom was like, "All right, it's too much. You
Yeah.
go. You gotta go." So
Yeah. I get it, man.
that's how I ended up in Roanoke, bro.
Yeah, I got
My
you,
best
man.
friend.
And I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear all this, brother, but I'm
yeah,
glad
for
you
sure,
expressed
bro. For sure, bro.
for sure. You know what I mean? So I'm hearing
Yeah,
you. You at 10, you at Shenandoah Village. You got your first sack. You out here thinking, you know, you Jeezy now. You getting money now. I get it. You getting
yeah.
money on
I
that.
thought I
You
was
ain't got what I
somebody,
mean.
man.
Hey,
I thought
look,
I was somebody,
you
man.
doing good now. So talk to me through there. How did that Kevin now? I got my vices. I'm learning how to process it. What was life looking for you post that? Talk to me through it.
That's when I started jumping in the street, bro.
Mm.
I still had good grades though. I ain't get like my first F for real until like 6th grade.
Wow.
That's when you 12 at least.
Yeah.
Like I was good, even though I was doing all that. But when I turned 11 or 12, I started going towards the street. Like I
What
failed
made
the
you
sixth, I failed
disinterested
the
in
sixth
school?
grade because
Got you.
I was just wanted to be out of school. I ain't gonna lie, school's sorry to tell. The world need to hear this though. Some people don't know. To me, I was smart enough. I never was dumb in school. I had great grades. I just didn't want to be there. I didn't see no point of being there. I used to wear like I went to Woodrow Wilson, bro. You know that's a white people school. No disrespect. I'm not racist by far. It's just a white people school for smart kids and rich kids. But if you live in the area or the district, you can go to that school. You feel me? I went there. I had passed every class. Like I just didn't want to be there, bro. Like I come to school with a weed shirt on that say like Sonic the Hemp Hog instead of the Hedgehog, and they try to suspend me or just little dumb stuff, bro.
Well, I
And
want you to
that's
remember this, Kevin, at the time, man. Your basic hierarchy of needs was not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you
nope.
dealing with real life stuff, but they telling you to come to school and study.
And they telling me to come learn
You know what I'm saying? So
six
most
plus two.
children, yeah, it's hard at that time. So a lot of black boys get disinterested in school around 5th, 6th grade. That's very common. I think for me, Kevin, I was the same way to throw myself out there. I never was great in school, man. Most people don't look at it, right? But bro, I
Yeah.
didn't read my own first book until I was 16 years. I tell everybody that. The
Okay.
autobiography of
Okay.
Malcolm X changed my life. So I understand. So, like I said,
Yeah.
going through it, and I want to put this out there too, man, while I'm talking.
For sure. For
Street
sure, bro.
ninjas, college people, prison, all of us are black men on our different journey.
For sure.
So your
For sure.
journey is your journey. So I don't want you to ever be ashamed of that, dog. You feel what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I'm not, bro. You
You feel
know
what I'm saying?
the walk I walk to
Yeah.
get here right now, gang. I'm everything but ashamed of this.
Good, bro.
Like you feel me?
Good.
Because
So
most people would have not have made it. They wouldn't have
fact,
made it, bro.
fact.
I could put a couple of my friends in my shoes right now. They wouldn't make it, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't, but that's just what it
Yeah.
is. And I'm
Yeah.
glad God got me built that strongly to even
So
carry it like this. You feel me?
that's good.
I didn't
So that,
understand back in the day though. I didn't understand at all.
I
I was like,
got you.
what's going on, bro? Like every time I turn around, there's something new or some traumatic stuff or like, I
Mhm.
don't know, man. I don't
It's all right. So let's take it back even more. What was your first street memory you remember? Like, what made you know, like, man, I love the streets. I like the streets. What was the first moment? 6th grade and up. Kevin, what made you know you liked it?
going to the hood in Lansdowne. I went to the
Mm.
block. I seen the older dudes out there, my brother and Dominique and a couple other guys I ain't gonna name, but my
Yeah,
brother
for
and
sure.
them, I could vouch for my
Yeah,
brother and them. They ain't
right,
they ain't street niggas now. So they family man. You know what I'm saying? People that grew up. But
right.
I seen them out there and they living it fast. Like they were moving to work. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I'm seeing this and
Mm,
I'm already smoking weed and running around. So I'm thinking if I take what they got and do what they doing, I could just go get a big backyard full of weed. That's what my brain was as a kid. As a 12-year-old, I was hustling for smoke. I just want to keep getting my smoke, gang.
right,
That's it.
right.
Like everybody knew me as a kid. If they can come back on the podcast later, they'll tell you like that little bro was smoking. He was smoking since a kid, not to glorify it. This is my
Mm-hmm.
life. This is what I did every day.
Right,
Every day
right. Now.
I came home, I did my homework, roll up some weed. Like every
Mm,
day. Got on the game. Even my mama started being okay with it because she seen what affected my school. And she told me she'd rather smoke with me than I do it out there with somebody else and they lace the blunt or so I had a very lenient mama, but that's because my daddy won't there to put the foot down. Like my mama probably was not with it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So she just learned to, try to do it her way instead of my way. Cause my way is that's the highway. That's the crazy way. You know how they go, man.
yeah, I do. I do. So as you continue to grow, man, you say you getting out there. So what does age 12 to 16 look like for Kevin? What you getting into? What's life like? Are you still in school? Are you saying F school? Are you starting to date now? What's going on with you? Walk me through it.
Well, I was bad with the ladies. I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing my thing since 11 years old. So I was always active, but I ain't never had no lady friend, like no girlfriend. I was just trying to, you know, what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Well, let me
You
ask
know,
you a question. I always ask my guys this when we get there. Do you
talk to
think
me.
that affected you? Because I mean, doing something that young mentally will mess you up as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like you it's
I
good
think
when you're younger, but do you
I
really
think it messed
understand
up
like
my opinion of women. It messed up
mm,
my certain opinion on women. I had to learn different women is not the girls I was dealing with. If you meet like your wife, for example, that's the right, that's she your wife. You feel me? She got the name wife. Do you hear the name? Like I have a wife. That's my wife, bruh. Do you not know when I met a girl, you can't treat every girl the same. You feel me? But I ain't never have a girlfriend, and I'm just out here, having fun. So when I meet somebody who really got standards and quality and things they want from me, also, yeah, I couldn't meet that back in the day. I was a kid. I'm like, what you talk about? Like, yeah, man, we ain't about to do nothing, but I feel like I grew up a little bit different than everybody, so my perspective on women changed when I seen what the videos showing, and the girls have dressed and people, what I'm saying? And that's just where I was around. My environment was showing me what I saw on TV also. So TV won't far fetched to me because all I seen was the struggle. Most of the videos I saw back in my day growing up, they
mm,
showed black struggle or what people go through, or you know what I'm saying? Like the song, "What would you do if your son was at home?" And you feel what I'm saying? People don't even go back. I seen them, but dang, why would she leave her son at home all day? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. So it just shaped my ulterior thought on people at the
no, I
end.
got you, man. I got you. No, it was
Yeah,
just you and your mind development. So are you around this time? Kevin, teenager now. Teenager Kevin, was you just active in the street? Was you fighting? What type of teenager was you? Were you just a ladies' man? Talk to me.
man, I was gang banging, bro. I
Mm,
joined. I listen. My homeboys. Shout out to my homeboy right now, man. He was an older guy, older cat. He was trying to tell me not to gang bang, even though he was a gang. He was a crip. You feel me? He told me not to do it, and I just wanted to do it so bad. It didn't matter because that's what my whole neighborhood was. Like my brother no more, but everybody else I hang with is crip, and I'm like, dang. Ironically, I don't get in. I don't like certain people from the other side of town where we from. You know what I'm saying? And they end up being the other side, which is blood niggas. No disrespect to people now. But
you
what I'm
grown.
saying is basically, I just gravitated to the street life, and once I start gang banging at like I want to say 12, 13, bro, for real. But I know you said teenage. I just got to jump back to when I really
Yeah. Well,
got
you gotta think,
yeah,
man. You a young man.
yeah,
You don't even understand why y'all don't like each other. You feel what I'm saying? We
yeah. We
still
ain't even. We never understood. We never
we never
understood.
it was just you trying to ride for your brotherhood. And ultimately, I'm hearing Kevin just wanted a family. You
Yep.
feel what I'm saying? You doing all this. Most dudes that are gangs and street heavy. I'm doing that because I want a family and I want a brotherhood. That's what all it is, kid.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So you ain't processing what it is. I'm doing this to try to seem cool, but in actuality, I just want somebody I can hang with, somebody that's gonna love
Yep.
me, brotherhood, love. My daddy ain't
I
really living
seen
like
they had real love though at the beginning when they in the beginning, bro. 2000 from 2002 up, it was love in the beginning, bro. Like that shit was a
that.
family, bro.
Yeah.
We looked out like
Yeah.
it was love, bro. Like promise you, man, that was
That's why
love,
it's
man.
so enticing the young men to enjoy it. I get it. Like I said, I try to always remember this to look back and understand why it's so enticing. That's the
Yeah,
reason why. A lot of us come from messed up homes. You know what I'm saying? So you
for
walking
sure,
through it,
brother.
you're enjoying the game, former. Let's go and put that out there, former.
Formal, yeah,
That's
formal,
what
for sure, brother, for
stick
sure,
with that. You
brother,
feel me?
for sure,
Barbara
brother.
got stuff going on now, former life. You feel me?
A former life. Speaking
Former
as a
life.
literally former life, a couple days
Always.
ago, literally.
That's right. So we going through it. You active at that time. You going through it. Don't mention what you was actually doing it, but how was you even processing it, bro? Was you just living day to day? How was you even thinking about like what am I doing 5 years from now? Did any of that even
I'm,
come about?
I ain't never think about what I was doing 5 years from now, cause I sort of,
Wow,
man, I just lived like ain't nobody gonna kill me tonight, and I'm gonna keep it living. You feel me? Like
wow.
we, the guys I hang with, rest in peace. Today my brother birthday, DeAndre Casey, bro. Today my brother birthday. Rest in peace to a real guy. That me, him, and a couple other guys I used to hang with. We weren't going out like used to be on the street. Yeah, we was young, but we had everything grown men had. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Come
I
over
got
here acting crazy. It's just the lifestyle. And then being on the block, trying to you out here selling drugs, and you learn the life quick. Quick. Even if you're a kid, you adapt like this. If you smart enough, you adapt real fast. So I learned to adapt real fast, and then I loved it though. I was hungry for it. I was real.
I
I
got
still was
you.
going to school though. I still was going to school. I went to school with 2, 3 blue flags on. One on
Wow.
my head, one on my wrist, one in my back left pocket, all the time. Even as I was at William Fleming High School, flagged up every day. Every day. I'm talking
But
about,
you didn't
Fleming the fashion
understand it
show.
at the time, or was you just doing? Did you really process it? Like I'm out here doing, you know what I mean? Or was you just living? You wasn't even thinking about it like that for real.
Yeah. I ain't never processed it to the point like I'm about to die or something about to
Mm,
happen to me. I'm a kid. I'm thinking like, nigga,
yeah.
this is what I do. This is
Wow.
I thought I was the most professional back when I was a kid, and I won't even official. Like for real, come to find out when I go to prison, yeah, that shit, yeah, I want official, brother, man. So yeah. So that tell you how far I went with it. Even though I wasn't official when I got in there, I got
Yeah.
official and started.
I got you. I got
Yeah, but we'll get there when we get
you.
to
Yeah.
the
So
prison part. But
telling me
there,
you were in high school. When did you get your first case, your first charge? At what age did that start to happen?
all right, back in when you was in high, how you my brother's age, and
Yeah.
you like 30, 38, 37.
No, 35, man.
Oh, so you a little you close to me then. So that means you probably was all right. You remember back in like 2006, 2007, they had this curfew thing out in Roanoke. They used to have the parties everywhere all through Roanoke. And if
Mm-hmm.
the police caught you underage without an ID, they was taking you to like the little youthful center. All right, I got locked up a bunch of times doing that, and my mom had to come get me a bunch of times. But that ain't no charge. They don't give no charge. I caught my first charge at school, bro. I was walking to class, and it was a lady friend. It was a lady I saw back then, not now, but back then I seen her. I was trying to holler at her. I was a little young dude. I'd walk her to her class, and the mean of me going to my class, the security guard stopped me, and I was trying to walk through the door. The security guard put his hand through the door, stopped me, like put his hand on my chest. I told him, if you touch me again, sir, I'm gonna knock you out, just like that. And try to walk through the door again. And he pressed his arm back against he put his arm against the door to stop me. And once I walked into it, I hit him with like a 3-piece chicken nugget. I'm talking about knocked him out. He got on the radio. They chased me through Fleming for like 50 minutes. I'm talking about coaches. Coach Halter, he a white coach. Champ Hubbard was chasing me. I had a gang of people just running behind me trying to apprehend me. I was out of there. I was going for my life. This one Fleming was the campus. This
Mm-hmm.
won't the building they got now. This was when it was like a college. Like I
Wow.
went from I ran for like 45 minutes, and then I ran into Mr. Downey. I ran into the principal named Mr. Downey. And he grabbed me up, and then I went to Corner Spring. I went to Corner Spring. That was my first time going to
So how
catching the
was
case.
Corner Springs, man? What was that like? What was that even like? Was it different? Was it just you weren't ready? Was you ready? Talk to me.
It was fun. They feed you great. I'm just saying, it's my perspective as a kid back then. I ain't talking now. I'm not glorifying nothing. Once again, y'all,
Right,
I'm saying this as my perspective as a
right,
child.
right,
It
right.
was sweet. I'm like, I miss being free, obviously, but the food was slamming. I'm talking about they making you pizza strombolis that's this big and they fold them on top with the flat. Like they was feeding you great in there. And then if you had a problem, you could just beat somebody up and they'll lock you down in your cell for a day. Like I can go beat somebody up and they just gonna lock me in my room for a day. I get to come out tomorrow. Oh, that ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing, So that was sweet. I did my first time with I think 30 days, just 30 days. That
Wow. Okay.
won't that won't nothing for real.
So
I
you
got
got
out.
out of Corner Springs. What happened next? When did you get arrested again? Was it another Corner Springs, or what they do this time?
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I got arrested again, but it was like that was a couple years later. That was like
I
at
got,
least a year and a half later.
wow.
But
So you
I,
stayed good for a while. Then you Corner
yeah,
Springs.
yeah,
You feeling?
go to Springs, and then I got out. I was like maybe 16, about to be 17, bro. And
Wow.
then I caught a case with my homeboy, man. That's what sent me to prison. I ain't even make it to 18. I went to North C. Taylor. I forgot to tell you. In the meantime of all of this, I beat up another teacher at Fleming.
Oh,
Not
what?
at Fleming, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, not at Fleming. They kicked me out of Fleming when I beat up the first teacher. When I came
Oh,
back from my 30 days, I had to go to North Sea Taylor. I've been in North Sea for like a year. The whole time I got out of Corner Springs, I was going to North Sea Taylor from that point on.
got you. So no,
So
how was the
yeah,
North Taylor? What was the difference between that?
and that was raw. My first day, it was raw. You got dudes fighting, chicks fighting, motherfuckers screaming, cussing out teachers, slamming trays, throwing food. I was like, oh, I'm like, okay, this might be my vibe, but not today, not today right now. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me acclimate myself real fast. Let me see what's going on and then I ended up meeting, people that I knew because they was obviously bad kids also. So we ended up, and then it was over from there. I beat up one teacher there, and that's what they kicked me out. They kicked me out of school after that. And
Man,
then I got enrolled when I turned 17, and then I went to prison. So I ain't even make it through I ain't even
wow.
get the yeah
So your
yeah.
first time in prison, how much time they end up giving you, man?
I got there 10 years. I got 43 years spent after doing 10, sir.
Now
Yeah yeah.
you in that courtroom, you hear Mr. Wiggins, you got 43 years. Did you even understand that? Did you even get it? Did you even? And before I get there, what was the charge? You got
Hey,
to know.
you
What
gotta
was the
be
charge?
stressed out just there. You just stress me out, man. Hold on, I gotta hit my black and mild. I gotta hit my black and mild ring. Hold on, man. Whew.
Take your time. Take
That
your
was a
time.
real day, bro. I processed it well, like too well. I started. All right, hold on.
Go ahead. So what was the charge? Tell the people you was out there. You
Listen,
had you was a bad adolescent. You was doing right.
bad, very bad.
You
I
were
was
doing
gang
right.
banging. I
Game
went to
banging. Right.
somebody's house to go rob them because they had X amount of pounds of marijuana. You get what I'm saying? Trying
Allegedly.
to talk this is legend. I mean, I did it. I got accused for it. I got charged for it. I can say what I want. I done did my time for it. They can't
I
even
got
come back and do shit to me. You feel? Sorry
okay.
for my cousin, but they
You
can't
good.
do nothing to me, gang. This
I got
you know what I'm saying?
you. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
pay
yeah.
my dues to the state. They can't do nothing.
Go
We
ahead.
went in the house, you know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I knocked on the door. I asked for the guy. They act like they ain't know who he was, but it's 12 o'clock at night and we in Salem, bro. We in Salem at 12 o'clock at night. I knock on the dude door. I'm like, is Anderson here, Mr. Woody Woody? They're like, nah. So I'm like, all right. I talked to the dude I was with. I'm like, look, we can go home, drink these four locos, call some little shorties up, have a good night, or we can go back upstairs and go get this joint. You feel me? And he looked at me and was just like, come on. And we both went back up the stairs, bro.
And for
And
context, Salem, Virginia is a white town, y'all, in a white area that is very much has a
is
great
it?
past and history. That's the context of where we grew up at. We grew up in much more of a black freedom town. Kevin is saying going to the outskirts of town, performing a criminal action. Keep going, brother.
Yes. And the people's place I won't supposed to be. I won't supposed to be out there in them people's stuff, man. I
Yeah.
should have kept my butt in the hood somewhere doing what I was doing, but not out there. Not out there, man. But yeah, long story short, man, the guy who came and told us that the house we was going to, the guy didn't know what he was talking about. We went in the wrong house. We was in the house with them people, tied them up, put phone cords on them. I popped one on with the pole because they tried to hit me with a hammer. And yeah, it was a lot going on, and they tried to like, I don't
Now,
know what they.
how old was you?
I was 17. I was 17, and the guy and the little dude I was with, he grown. We both grown now, but the guy I was with, he was 16.
So y'all was just
Yeah, we
kids.
was kids, but we was turned. I'm talking about I ain't gonna knock it. Yeah, yeah. Back then, yeah, I was hell on wheels, Mr. Crowder, Mr. Queen Crowder. I was hell on wheels, sir.
Well, I want to
I
always
didn't.
put perspective. 17, man, you don't know what the hell the world is. You know what I'm saying? You don't get it. You ain't even
I just,
thinking. You don't know. And doing something that is that severe, it don't even get in your mind. Like, but it's a serious thing right here.
yeah. I mean, previously we was doing it, but
Right.
in the hood on a you know what I'm saying? It was a different area. I didn't know I ain't do no homework. I ain't go see who it was. I just went in there because that's the type of guy I was back then. I was a little crash out. Like just go straight in. I ain't ask no question what it is, where it's at. But it was the wrong place, bro. We tied them up and shit. We took the they had a phone cord in the wall. I cut the phone cord to the wall. Plop, I cut that. You ain't calling nobody when I leave. Took their cell phones, snapped them Jones in half. We grabbed all that little stuff. Then we left. When we left, the guy who put us on the lick, right? He lived across the street from them in the same apartments. I didn't know that. I didn't know this at the time. I didn't know this at the time. But listen though, it get worse. The police, they come, they trying to do their job or whatever. They see the guy standing outside. I guess the people that the people that we got, they know that we beat with him because they see us outside. I didn't pay attention, bro. I was young. And long story short, they take him in for questioning, bro.
Oh, he fold.
He sang like a mother man. He sang like a man. He sang like a canary, man. He sounded like Tweety Bird on Cartoon Network, bro. He started talking, and I thought to put the cat like yeah. He started singing it all. He called my phone, and the guy I was with, and demanded $2,500 a piece, or he was telling on us. What? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So I ain't gonna lie. I looked at my homeboy. I looked back at the phone. I said some disrespectful stuff like, you know, woo woo woo. And then he was like, bro, if you don't do this by Friday, you going to jail. Bro, I got locked up that Friday. They kicked my mama dough in. They kicked the mama dough in. They had like, yeah, bro, it was a whole, it was a whole situation.
Wow. So you got arrested. Mama's dough got kicked in. Mama traumatized too. You feel what I'm saying?
Mama messed up.
Yeah, hey, bro. Imagine something like it happening right now, bro. While you at the crib, you imagine
Mama
how
messed up.
traumatized you would be, bro.
Mama messed up, bro. I know.
Feel me? So
I wasn't even there when they kicked it in, though. I was in the woods hiding. I was in the woods. You know what Cherry Hill at? I lived in Brittany Apartments when I got locked up. Wow. You could walk through the woods to get to Cherry Hill.
Right.
I was in the woods trying to get. And when I came out the woods, me and Jarrell, we came out trying to go to his house. We knew they was at my mama's house. We ain't know they was at his house yet. We walk out the woods, walking up the street to Cherry Hill, and the police come this way, and one come this way. But they looking for the dude I was with. So when they get out of the car, me and him got the same middle name. Like my middle name is his first name. So you feel what I'm saying? So they like, we looking for a blank, and I look at him and look at me. I said, nah, that ain't me. I don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me. I'm thinking he gonna be like, that ain't me neither. But bro put his hand straight up. I swear to God, it's my dog. He gonna see it on the internet. He'll see. He put his hands up. They take him. I grab his phone and I try to grab something else. And I grab his phone. He like, yo, Kev, call my mama. You know what I'm saying? And I guess when he say Kev, they recognize that's who they down the street looking for at this house. The motherfucking police attacking me. Boom. Arrest me. That's how it happened, bro. Straight like that. I ain't get a chance to make it at bro house. We ain't get a chance to make it to I was going back to the woods. I was gonna sit in that joint all night in the woods. You know, I was just gonna sit there and then I don't know where. I was a kid. Where was I going? I didn't have a car. I don't got a job. I don't got no money. I made the little money I had from the street, but that's about to run out. So where was I going? I don't even know where I was going. Gotcha. So it was God sent me there for a reason. He slowed me down. He was like, hold on, young brother. You need to, I'm gonna sit you down for a second. So, you know, we about to go to Anything you got? Anything you want to ask me anyway between that? Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
no,
keep
you
going,
good. You, I want you to catch these points. I want to hit these because I want to know where that mind came from. Like you said, Kev, you here now? You in court? They arrested you, bro. You hearing these charges? I know you got a public defender. Most black
Yep,
young folks in the hood ain't. Hey, they telling you the same.
bro,
You hear me? They
bro,
ain't with nothing. You about to do that charge? They ain't helping.
man.
No. They ain't
I
helping.
mean,
You know, been there. Hey, been there. Too
done
many
that,
hoes.
ain't it? Done
Man,
that,
Project
done
Baby,
that,
I get it. So you
brother.
hearing that, man? What they telling you? What they telling your moms? You even remember what happened at the time?
When I went to you go for your little preliminary hearing, they
Yeah,
just read you your charges, and when they read my charges, they was telling me at the end. I guess they were trying to scare me for real, but I didn't. At that moment, it didn't set in until I got back. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a real nigga. At first, I was gangster with it. They just like how they said it. So I never forget these words. The man was like, he read off all my little charges, and he was like, yeah. And I just want you to know something, Mr. Wiggins. These charges carry a life sentence. So I guess he wanted me to act a certain way, or at the time, as a kid, I was gangster. I thought I was. I was about it, like, all right, bro. Like, I'm like, whatever. So, and my mama, and I heard my mama, whatever she was saying, she came to court. She was in the background talking stuff to me for talking smart to the judge, but I wasn't trying to hear none of that. So I went back to the cell, the little holding cell, and I just started thinking, like, he just said, what? Life sentence? Like, what? Hold on. Like, what, bro? Hold on. Like, you telling me I'm about to go to jail for the rest of my life for doing, I mean, I did cause some harm and some injury and stuff, and mentally, physically, and emotionally. I probably messed them people up. And if they see this today, I want them to know I apologize. I was a young man. I ain't understand. You know what I'm saying? I apologize to them. But yeah, I ain't know that life was life until I got back in that cell and I started looking at my surroundings like this about to be my life. Like what?
So
Got
you
shook.
hearing
Got
that,
shook.
man? Of course. And that's a vulnerability you need to hear. So now you're hearing that. You go back to court, man. Describe that day for me. What do you remember? What happened? Do you even remember like where you was at? Was you even thinking they was gonna say 43? Talk to me.
Look, all right, nah, not at all. They back in 2010, they had a program called Youthful Offender. It's for first time offenders ever as a grown up. If you get that program, they send you to St. Bride's. That's down there in Virginia Beach area. Like with down there. If you do that program, it's a 2 to 4 year program. You get out, no matter what your charges was. If you get accepted for that program, my nigga, I got accepted for the program, bro. I promise you, Mr. King Crowd, I got accepted for the program. I'm thinking I'm about to do 2 to 4. My public defender come back to me one day. He was, I need to come see you. So he come all the way to, by this time, I got transferred from the Salem jail. You know, the jail right there across the street from the little store. I'm at the Salem jail then, but they transferred me to the regional by this time. So when I see my lawyer, he was like, yeah, they want you to testify against the guy I was with, against the guy I was with. So I look at him. I'm like, what? What you mean? I'm like, bro, I just signed the little paper on the whatchamacallit. I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. He was like, yeah, well, I'm sorry, but without your testimony, they can't give you the youthful offender. So I told him, like, I cussed my lawyer out for real. Told him I'll cuss him out like a dog that day. Did him dirty. Called him all type of names. I go back, I boomerang a letter to the guy. We both was in the same jail. I boomerang a letter to him. He get it. His mama write me a letter because I guess the public defender told they had a paid lawyer though. My people's had a paid lawyer. Yeah. They got a pay lawyer. I guess the public defender then told the day lawyer that he's about to get me to testify so I can do whatever. So my dude's mama write me a letter. When I tell you, bro, she called me not like no disrespectful shit. Like she white, so that's why I say she ain't call me no nigga, nothing like that. But she called me everything that could hurt your soul as a son to a mother. She was, I looked at you like a son, and you gonna testify on him. Like she was going in big letter, big like long letter. So that hurt me. And then I went to court, and I guess when I made the newspaper in Roanoke, like you can look it up on Google right now. I make the newspaper, bro. The day I got sentenced, I was front page, big face, 14 sentenced to 43 years, like big face on the. And she wrote me another letter after that and apologized to me. You feel me? So everything after that, I got 10 years. When he told me, like the day in court, I didn't think I was gonna get 4 years because I knew that was off the table because I didn't testify. You feel me? But I thought I was still gonna walk out that bitch like with 7 or 8. maybe 6, like some. It's my first time. Yeah, man, that man said, I sentenced you to 43 years. He just stopped. He just stopped. He didn't say nothing else. He didn't say it for like 2 minutes. I swear to you, he didn't say nothing else. I was just sitting there, like in my head, like I'm 17, just turned 18, plus 43. Bro, I'm about to be like 70. Like what? Like not 7. I'm about to be 60. I'm about to be like 58, 59. Like what? You mean to tell me, man? Nah, man. And then after like 2 minutes, he was like, and I'm gonna suspend it all. And then he was like, except for 10. So when he said 10, I did the same thing I just did before. I was like 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna be about 28 when I get up out of here, 27. I'm like, all right. No, that's a decade. It started to hit me. Like it didn't hit me initially. But once I started thinking, them wheels got to turn. I'm like, hold on, somebody do 10 birthdays back this joint. Like, yeah, I went to the wholesale and man, boy, I was thinking and thinking and thinking. And yeah, I ain't break down until I got back to the regional though. I started crying when I got back to the regional.
Absolutely, man. As you
That's
said,
on
man,
bro.
getting that time, that's birthdays, that's so many
That's
things,
everything.
everything. So did your mama, did you even process? You got your time, you heard what you had to do, man. How did your life change from that point? You were still a child then. You wasn't a
Bro,
man, you ain't got no responsibility, you ain't get to travel nowhere, live nowhere, you ain't get to
it
do
was
nothing.
it was man, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. To adapt to that, the next day, the very next day, I woke up though, I felt so much lighter because you know that stress to put on you going to court or not going to court or knowing what you about to get, and then you stressed out because you don't know what you about to walk out of here with. So the fact that I knew what I had to do the next day, initially, I felt great. It sounded a little crazy, but no, I felt like, all right, I got this over with. I could just do what I got to do. I got to do it now, and I'd already been in jail over years, so I got what 9 more to go. I'm like, it ain't as bad as it's going. I try to look on the bright side of things. You feel me?
Okay.
And then I was in the regional, just I was in there playing poker, bro. I learned how to play poker in jail. That was one of the worst decisions I ever made in my life. They tell you, I'm gonna tell all y'all young kids right now, if you ever go to prison and you young, do not join a gang. Do not, do not. I repeat, do not play poker or gamble or anything with that on it, because they it's a system, bro. It's a rig. They cheating you out your stuff. So third is third. Just mind your business and keep your head down, bro, and go on to your family. That's the best advice I can give anybody.
That's
I
real. So
mean,
you in there, describe year 1 through 5 in prison for you. Did you even have your mind right? Did you even understand? Was you fighting every day? Don't get
yep,
yourself in trouble. Was you just a young man trying to figure it out?
man. I was if for real. It's like that's just like you right now. You live where you live at. You say you live in
Houston.
Houston. I was about to say Houston. You live in Houston, right? All right. When you first got to Houston, did you know anybody?
Mm-mm.
How did you feel when you was in Houston?
Had to get it. You got to figure
No,
it
I'm talking
out.
about like you don't know nobody. You don't know where you going. How did your mind? What was your mindset right then and there when you was in Houston? When you
First
first
thing,
got there, like
always find a barber. Find a barber.
find
That's
a.
the first thing you do. Give me a barber. You hear me? After that, then you can bounce from there. That's the
All
first
right.
step.
Okay.
You feel me? Get you a
Okay.
barber,
So
dog.
you had a little situation. You had to know you had a little plan. In
Well, you
prison,
got,
it ain't no plan.
I didn't move around 7 times, Kevin. This is my seventh state.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
I told you, some niggas go to prison, some go to college, some go to the military. Your journey and ours are the same. It's just different. So you
Yep.
went straight to prison. I was already in the Hampton boat by myself. Remember, I'm a street boy
Yeah.
too. I had to finish
Yeah.
by myself at 18, just
Yep.
like you.
Yep.
I'm out there
Yep.
by myself in school around people that nobody in my family ever went to school. Same situation,
Yeah.
different. That's why I say I love
Yeah.
your perspective on it, because we
Yeah.
need to talk about this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For
Similar.
real, my perspective was like this a dog eat dog world, bro, and I gotta survive for the next however long years I got. So I was
Mm. So did
I
you
needed to
stay in
find
prison in Virginia the whole time? Did you move around? Talk to me.
yeah, I was all throughout, man. Prison was my first, you go to receiving, right? So you go to receiving before you get to your prison. My first experience of receiving, you walk in, if you got hair, they shaving it off. Like, but they don't care how you do it. They leave your head patched. Like, say if I had these dreads right now, my wicks, excuse me, I don't mean to call them dreads. That's disrespectful term to locks. Excuse me, my wicks, bruh, they would have cut them off, which is about it right here, like right here where my hair stopped, pop, and then they're just gonna give you backwards jump, just straight back all the way. Everybody. I'm glad I cut. I had dreads when I got my time, but I cut it when after I got sentenced. I cut my hair because I knew I was about to go to prison. So I already had my hair cut. I ain't had to worry about that. That was my first thought when I walked in prison. I seen the man just doing them any kind of way too, like fast. I'm talking about it's over 400 people right here waiting to get a cut. It's like a line. You waiting on one dude, and he just and he just get you to real fast. Like, I'm talking about you look like a man. You look like a nightmare. You look like Edward Scissorhands was just over there playing with your hair up there, bro. So after that, they dress you out and stuff. You know, I had street clothes on when I came. I had white forces. They let you keep your white shoes. If you got any white shoes in prison, well, in Virginia, I don't know about worldwide, but in Virginia, they let you keep. I had some brand new all white mid top, the mid with the scrap. You know the scrap. I had them on crispy fresh. So I put them sims on my feet, and I put my little jumpsuit on. Boom! From that moment, they gave us these little ragged ass sandwiches. That was my next impression was, bro, this is what I'm about to be eating for the next. That ain't good. This ain't good. Like, bro, this is not good. Like, so I'm sitting there, I'm talking to a couple of people I know, and then they say, all right, y'all going to the jungle. I was like, shit, what y'all mean? They're like, yeah, this is the jungle in here. They're like, this receiving. This everybody in here. Murderers, killers, rapists, stabbers. It's everybody. You got people in here with 300 years plus life. Plus, if they get out after their life, they got another life sentence for that one. Like, it was, I met some people that had some extensive. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you all locked up with in there and receiving. John Lee Malvo, the guy, the DC sniper son. Not the daddy, the son. I was locked up with him, bro. So I promise you. He got fan mail from all across the world, thousands of letters every day. Every day. He got girls talking about they wanted to marry him. He had money. Like it was crazy. I was a kid though, watching all this stuff.
Didn't understand, right?
He was there with me though. He was one of the people that received him with me. I didn't learn this my first day, but like I was there. You'd be at receiving for like you usually supposed to be for 60 days, but Virginia prison was so backed up at that time. We was there for like 6 months.
Wow.
So we was there for a long time, like a real long time.
So you get out of there, you start your life, you start your journey. You even thinking about what it feel like in your first Christmas, your first holidays. Does that even settle with you? Does that even hit you yet? Like I'm about to spend my birthday here, bro.
Nah.
How was that first conversation with your mama? How did that affect you? I know they had to hit you. Man.
Yeah, she was happy to hear from him because when you in receiving, like if you ain't got no money on your books when you leave, you can't just go get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta get cool with somebody, and they gotta call their people and three-way your people for you to even talk to your people because you ain't got no money, you don't got nothing. So being that I was in the gang, it was only the odds where I was at Powhatan Correctional Facility, and on receiving side, it was like 350 bloods, and it was only 4 Crips there. I made 4. So I'm on 4 tiers worth of prison cells. It's 4 big ass tiers, like, and there's only 4 Crips on all 4 of these. Like it was wild, but anyway, they was cool with me though. It wasn't no issue in that. It just we was very outnumbered. But on a real Powhatan prison side, because they had a prison also, the place they had to receive, and they had a real prison. The real prison, it was 95% Crip and only 5% blood. So I guess, it was just different. But basically what I was getting at was when I was there, bro, and my homeboy, one of my homies, he gave me a 3-way. I told my mom was just happy to hear from me because it was probably like a month that I ain't talked to her. Wow. So she don't even know when you go to prison because they don't tell you. They wake you up in the middle of the night from the jail, so you can't call your family and tell them. So there's like, that's like a security tactic, so you can't break out. Like say if they woke you up, they told you, hey, we coming to take you King Crowder tomorrow morning at 9:30.
Playing something else.
Yeah, you can get on the phone and pull some stunts. So yeah, they wake you up at 3 a.m, put the shackles on you and put you on the bus, cold bus. You know what I'm saying? So
looking back at it, how dehumanize it? It's like an animal, bro.
Yeah, worse than the animal, bro. Worse than the animal. I feel with some animals, but I feel like worse than the animal because they know wrong. They know we human, and they still did the things they did. Like, bro, I'd have been beat up by police. Like, I'd have been maced in my face on purpose after I'm already subdued. Like, and I can't guard my eyes or nothing. Like, I done been. Prison is not the place to go, bro, because if you got a hard head like me, they'll get to you. Like I done
Mm.
seen them. I done been in certain prisons where they kill people. The police. I've seen them kill a man with my own two eyes. They pick the man up. They hog tied him. They cuff you up in the back, right? They cuff your feet to your legs and your hands with a chain and another pair of cuffs. So you hog tied like a pig, and they carry you like a pig. And if you talking junk or whatever, they drop you straight on your face. And they dropped the man repeatedly over and over. And he died. Like this, I seen this in prison. I watched it with my own too. Like it's so
And
yo.
these are
My
the whole
intake on
stories
that
that
was
need to be
like,
taken. Yeah, need to
huh?
be told, man. These stories need to
Yeah,
be
like
told.
them, they treat you like dirt, bro. They demean you. You got to strip search. Like if you going to see your family, say you my cousin, you come to visit me, I gotta get butt naked. I ain't gonna talk too crazy, but you gotta get butt naked. You gotta lift up your paws, spread them, even your backside. You gotta bend over, spread your like this. What type of dehumanized?
Man,
Like, bro, I just want to see my family, get them a hug, bro, and tell them I miss them. Why
man,
the fuck?
Kevin,
Why?
my first sign to never go to prison. My older brother, shout out to Big One when he first went, man.
Mm,
And I had to visit him, and I remember how they groped me like that, Kevin. That's what made me say I could never come here. You know what I mean? For real. I remember
it
that.
ain't for nobody, bro. It ain't for nobody.
I remember that, and I remember my brother lost like 40 pounds, Kevin, because he said I couldn't eat the food. All he had to eat was snacks, so he was
Man,
skinny.
that food,
And I
that food is
remember that,
terrible.
like, and I remember how traumatizing that was for me. I had to be 14, 15 at the time. And I ain't never, ever since then, that's what made me change. So, like I said, we need to have these stories. I was lucky enough to go and see it firsthand, like, oh no, I gotta chill for real. Yeah, mine
Yeah,
out here
yeah,
doing dumb stuff, young, ain't figuring it out. But it's
yeah.
about man. So you get there, Kevin, you go in there, you halfway through your sentence now. Walk me through me. You
All right.
halfway through. Is there any thought about what I'm gonna do, what I'm thinking about? Is that even there yet? Or you still
Yeah, I started to grow. This one I started to grow. I'm gonna give it. My first 4 years was gang banging, fighting. I was doing the most in prison. I was in the whole out of 10 years, bro. A fact that you should know. Out of 10 years I done, I spent 2 years total in the hole.
how
And I'm like,
traumatized?
not straight back to back, but I'm just saying all the time that I have been in there. I've been in there for 6 months here, 8 months
How
here, four
traumatizing is
here.
that, dog? The whole is under taught how to mess with you mentally.
Man,
How,
that make that I seen that break people. If your brain not mentally strong, you break. You break. Like I done heard a grown man cry, and I ain't talking like just boo-hooing like
Mhm.
nah. I'm talking like their brain is cracking, and they because it's you can find to a box all day, and the box is littler than the box you usually be in. So it's like it's really just a mental. Yeah, it's a mental warfare thing. Like, bro, they playing with your brain. So
All right. Did you?
yeah, I pray for anybody in the hole, man. I know
Yeah.
some brothers in the hole right now, man. Shout out to anybody that's in the hole. Like it's like in prison. If you are now, you can grow your hair in Virginia, but when I was there, you couldn't. If you was a Rastafarian and you believed in this is your power and this is your religion, you can't cut your locks. You feel me?
Wow.
They gotta stay. They gotta stay in the hole their whole time, just because
Wow.
they won't cut their locks. You know what I'm saying? So when I was there, it ain't that way now. It ain't that way now. It's different. They changed the hair law, but man, when I was there, imagine if you had a 20-year sentence and you a roster. And you can't, you got to sit in a hole for 20 years. Like, what?
You ain't gonna
Come
be the same.
on, bro.
You mentally
That,
messed up after that.
yeah, man. So
So you
it's a
said
lot of
half.
that.
Good, good, brother. So
No, no.
I'm gonna keep it rolling with you. We rolling, but I didn't know what time it was.
Roll with me, bro. Roll with me.
We halfway through the sentence now. What is young Kevin now? You thinking about what you're gonna do? Did you even think about it? Where's your mind at now? 5 years in. What are you
Five
thinking about?
years in, I was still a knucklehead, but I played ball and I did a bunch of hot boy stuff when I was my first 5 years that gave me a certain rank in the game. So I was a certain status now. So I wasn't the one front line doing everything no more. So now it's to the point I started to play chess with people, if you should say so. Like I had people I could, you know how they go, but whatever. I started to grow mentally too. I got my GED when I was in there because I never finished high school. So I got my GED when I was in there.
Shout
I
out to
took
my
a vote. I
dog.
took like
Shout out.
I got like three trades, bro. I got an HVAC trade, I got a culinary arts trade, and I got a forklift. I got forklift trade. I was being productive, but it's still time throughout the day to
Hey,
do
I didn't do this for you.
talk to me.
Forgetting your GED.
Hey,
Fly. Keep going. What else you was doing while you was in there? So you was being
uh,
productive.
being productive, bro. I started playing ball every day, which I always play ball, but that's when I really started. When I had 5 less years, I was trying to like focus and just play ball and shit. But then I got moved to Bland, Virginia somewhere, bro. It's a little low camp for like low. This when your level drop. They got the. This is the most. Yeah, everything is in the lower camps. I'm gonna just put it like that. It's in the higher too, but it's easy on the low camp. So when I got there, it's a bunch of it's all right. It's a reentry program for Roanoke people only. I mean, other people around the area also, but I'm just saying if you're from Roanoke, when you get down to a couple years, they shipping you there. Because you got to go home from there.
And it's a reentry program.
Yeah, it's a reentry program. Yeah. They try to get you back into society and not come back type shit.
So
some of their programs decent. Some of their programs are decent for sure, but they don't. They do job fairs up there. They have people from the street like they do good and trying to get you back in there. But it's all about you and if you're gonna use it. Like I didn't even use it. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't use none of their resources. But I still look where I'm at. I still made it without their resources. Not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm just saying I didn't feel like those routes that they was giving me was where I was trying to go. That was my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you in your last year, you know you about to come home. What's in your mind? What are you moving? How will you move different? You in your late 20s. You a different man when you first went in. Talk to me. What's in your mind?
I was different then, bro. I was ready to come home, bro. I was grown up. I had a little plan together then, but my plan didn't work when I got out. But I did have a plan by this time. I did have a plan.
Right.
But I had goals. I set 3 goals for myself when I was like on my last year. I set a couple goals. One of my goals was to stay out for 10 years straight because I gave them people 10 years straight. So right now, as we speaking, I'm still working on that one. I'm 6 years straight right now, though.
Oh, you
6 years straight. Hey, look, hey, brother, 6 years straight. But this May coming up be 7 years. So
you already
trying
got
to, yeah.
You ain't, but that's an awesome thing to hear, man. Not re-entry because the conviction rate, for those that don't know, is 90% if you go back to prison. Some stats for real.
All right, I'm gonna tell you the truth. My recidivism, they give you a paper with your name on it, with everything you ever done, all your charges, and then at the bottom it'll tell you your recidivism level. That means low is you not gonna come back, medium is you 50-50, and high is you 90-99. My shit was high, and I proved them wrong. I'm one out of the. They can't. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Even though it is high, it's high. People do go back. But not me. And my joint said high. I was on extensive probation when I got out. I had to see my PO 2 times a week, every week. Like I was and I was on gang probation also. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
what's the difference between the two? Break it down for those that don't know.
Regular probation is you might get out. Say if you got locked up for DUI, when you get out, you got to go to AA. Probably you probably got to pay your fines, and you probably got to get your license back in order. Stuff like that, and you probably can't drink. That's the biggest thing. If you went to jail for drinking and driving, you probably can't drink. They probably gonna have it somewhere in your probation. Gang probation is you can't have no contact with nobody that's a gang member or affiliated or nothing, or you can violate just off of that alone. Just off of that alone. It's more stipulation, it's way more like it's tedious. It's tedious, like little
they trying to send you back is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, basically, and that's what I felt like. But my probation officer, I'm gonna shout him out right now, Mr. Brian Duncan. Mr. Duncan, man, he a white man, but he big. You want to know what's crazy? He a gang investigator, bro. He was. I mean, he a PO now, but back in the day, he was a gang investigator. So when I came home, he was like the guy. All right, back in like Shenandoah Village, back in 2007 and 8, they used to ride around and take pictures of us and shit. Like literally, the police. They had to take pictures of us. What's your alias? What's your name? You a Crip? Like for real?
I'm telling you, they was taking pictures, photos, all that stuff going on, man. So did you even know any of that stuff, Kevin, at the time?
Nah, I mean, I knew they were doing it, but I didn't think they was keeping track of it, you know?
Oh, yeah, man.
Like that.
That ward of the state, man. You got to remember that type of stuff, man.
That joint followed me from the street to the pen. Like when I got to the pen, they already had me classified as a Crip because of my record as from Roanoke. From them people taking pictures of us in Shenandoah Village and Lansdowne and at the Lansdowne Park and all that. Yeah, they had, so that's basically crazy. I couldn't be around no gangbangers. I couldn't basically I could do everything else. I could be normal. I'm normal, but it's just when it come to gang stuff, it's everything is you do anything involving gang, anything, you violate it. And I had 33 years over my head. So I wasn't trying to go get them people. None of that. You know what I'm saying?
So you get out. Where did you first go when you get out? First thing you do, you get out. You back on the block. You know what I
my
mean?
brother, my brothers came and got me. Both my brothers came and got me, and they took me to Hardee's right down the road. I had a little shorty I used to mess with. She always kept a word to She always kept a word to me. When I get out, she gonna send her clothes with my peoples. So she sent them through my crib cousin, and then he brought my clothes to me at Hardee's.
Formerly crip, allegedly crip.
Yeah, allegedly, formally. But yeah, there you go.
Got you, man.
But yeah, they bought my cousin brought me the clothes, so I get dressed right there in the parking lot, take the jail stuff off, throw that junk out the window. I see a guy, he see me do it. He come to me, he like, "What, you just got out of prison?" I said, "Yes, sir." He went in his pocket, gave me a $20 bill. He's like, "Bro, stay out this time." And I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna try to." I don't even know the man, don't know who he is, never seen him again. I was in a whole different county, by the way. I was in Bland County, wherever that's at. So I ride home to Roanoke, get in the Roanoke. They take me to the hood, they take me to Delta. I'm on the block. I ain't gonna lie, I felt good. I stepped outside, and then a couple of my people pulled up from Lincoln Terrace. It's weird, but some of my friends from Lincoln Terrace, they pulled up to the hood, but gave me money.
It's different. It's grown.
Yeah, I won't grown though. I was still thinking geographical, like back in, but it won't like that. So bro pull up, he gave me a bunch of little money and stuff, and I met with one of my best friends. I met with Cake and Bake. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Baconator. They know who he is.
Shout out to my dog. Shout out again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know Cake, you know. But I got with him that day. And he take me to the mall. You know, this my brother. Like me and him was friends like this as kids. So me and bro, we go to the mall. I start spending money. I got me a whole. You know how you go to the mall and you see the little mannequin with the whole Jordan outfit on. I was fresh out of prison, so that's what I told him. I'm like, man, I want that whole outfit right now. And then he was like, what? I was like, yeah, that whole outfit. I'm about to take. I started trying to take it all the mannequin. I'm fresh home for 10. I'm trying to take it all the mannequin. He's like, nah, cuz they got extra. They got extra in the back, man. They, so he had to get me right. I bought like 4-5 pair of outfits, a couple pair of shoes. And then that night they had a party for me at his house, at his mama's house. And yeah, I got lit that night. And then I woke up the next morning.
You grown now, Kevin. Quick question. It's controversial for you. You ready?
Oh,
I believe we should have welcome home parties. People come from home from prison.
You said, should we?
Should we? Should we celebrate that? As a former prison inmate, should we celebrate and have a welcome home party? Controversial take. I want to know your opinion on it.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Because living in there is a jungle, and if you come out of there, you deserve it. You deserve to have somebody. They ain't saying the whole world have to, but at least the people that's around you, they should definitely want to celebrate that. And if they don't, then you don't need to be around them type of people, because that's definitely. A lot of people don't make it out of there, bro. Yeah, man. Like for real, it's like even if I didn't have a party, I would still feel how I feel right now, because that's a celebrate. Like that's a milestone. Like who can say they did that? Who can say they went to prison, came out, and now they here? Like, yeah, come on, bro. That's a milestone for sure.
I agree. All right, love it, man. Sure. Now, day 2, you out. What's life looking like? Has the plan in motion? Because you still gotta live. You feel what I'm saying? That's the thing nobody tell you about. Bills still due. Mama still need money. You know how it goes. Life. All right, look.
My second day out, I was hungover. I wake up, had to get myself together because it was bad. It was bad. I drunk too much that night. So I had to get myself together. Go see my mom. Talk to her for a minute. Give her some money. As what you just said, like that's an everyday thing for me and my mom. I gotta make sure she's straight. So shout out Mom Dukes. Yeah, right. And then that second day, it was fast. Like I ain't gonna lie, the first day was fast too. But listen, man, Mr. Crowder, all my days were fast, brother. Like for the first year, it was too fast. So like my second and third day, I remember what I did kinda, but I don't remember. It was too fast. Like I just remember I had fun and I was turning up. This is what I was trying to do, real. I was trying to go catch up on not being outside for 10 years. So I was chasing all the girls around. Every girl I saw, I was on it. I was on it.
You gotta understand, man, 10 years of life gone. Never got to live a young life, never got to be 21. That is not shocking. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was on it.
You had to do that, but then, like you said, life still comes.
Yeah. See, like this time I was still all right. But all right, give me month three, I realized already what was going on. I can tell you, man, I told my wife this story the other day, man. I was messing with this shorty. I get out, I meet her somewhere. I was out and about. She was like, you can come stay the night, whatever. Get to the long story short, I stay the night there, I get drunk, have fun. I wake up the next morning. I heard somebody banging on the door. So I'm thinking like, you better get to little people's. I just came home, I ain't got time for none of that. You feel me? But then I heard the door get bust open. Like, bro, why the feds kicking this lady door in, bro? It's like my 5th day home. I swear it was my 5th day home. I remember that. That's when you start talking about me and my days, I remember that. That was like my 5th. I literally went home a week yet. I'll never forget that, bro. They kicked the door in. Got the guns on me, bro. Like, on me. I just got out of prison. I'm like, bro, don't shoot. I'm like, bro, don't shoot. Long story short, I get out of that because they called him my PO. My PO told him, he good. As long as he ain't violating nothing, y'all can let him go and let him go on about his business. They let me go. Bro, I get dressed because I ain't had nothing to do with whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? I just seen the girl last night try to crack her, keep pushing in the morning. Y'all came at the crack of dawn. That's what the feds do. They hit the door early in the morning. I was inebriated, very much so. Wake up. Long story, I get out of that. After that day, though, just, regular day, man. I'm living life I had a couple of jobs. I did work jobs in between this, but they was short-lived. It was very short-lived. Shortly, I went to work like a week, and then after that, I got the paycheck, and I was like, man, I ain't worried about that. And then I just started going back to the block for real. Start going back to what I know. And then I got, allegedly, I was in the drug gang heavy. Not nobody's kingpin, not nothing like that. But I was just doing what I do to keep my pockets full. You feel me?
Trying to figure it out. You was trying to figure it out.
Yes, sir. And I was traveling.
In your 20s. You ain't got.
Yeah, I'm 27. I'm 27 at this time. I'm fresh out. Still got the mind of a 17-year-old though. That's the thing. Because life then went past me. Even though it went on while I was in there, I wasn't out here for 10 years. So I missed the whole everything. Like,
right.
But I had to grow up.
So you had to grow up. You in the transition to get your life straight. What was that point in period where you knew I gotta really move and do something different? What stroked that, man? What made that happen?
Bruh, couple things. One, I lost my own boy, Casey boy, once again, bro. Today my brother's birthday, man.
For sure. Keep talking.
That affected me in 3 ways.
Wow.
1, because that was my best friend, kinda. 2, my big brother was the one in the car with him. And 3, people was talking crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, that affected me in 3 different ways. So I came back to Roanoke when that happened. I wasn't in Roanoke. I was in like Blacksburg or Radford somewhere. I used to go out there and get money out there, whatever. And
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. This alleged joke be killing me because I be forgetting, bro. But hey, allegedly. But they don't know how I was getting money. I could have been washing cars all day. They don't know how I was getting money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I could just say I was getting money. I could have been outside selling bean pies, bro. I'm a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what I got going on. But you allegedly, like you saying. But
I'm following with you.
I came back down there and I had to go console my brother because my brother was shell shocked. Like right now to the day, my brother, he ain't, what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk too much about my brother. He personal. He a personal guy. He don't want his business out there. So I respect
Shout out
that.
to bro, man, for sure.
But that happened with all of us in this, you know what I'm saying? So I pull up and I started to lose it again. Allegedly, every time people seen me, I was back like the old me. I had 2 or 3 of these joints. Yeah, I always kept them close, nearby. Always. After that happened, it was on me every day. And then I started spinning on people, bro. I ain't gonna say too much, but I started spinning and trying to spin. And I got on a big drug habit problem. Then I started taking E-pills every day. So when you on E-pills, your emotions are intensified times 30 million times. I'm popping 4, 5 at a time. Like I had like a 5,000 bag. I jugged somebody. I robbed somebody. I could say that it ain't his drug. It don't matter. I took somebody's stuff back in the day. And I was popping beans around this time. I lost my friend and I'm trying to get revenge. And so I'm up weeks at a time, bro. Like,
so I want you to think about all this too, man. You got trauma from childhood. You went to prison. You get out. You deal with more trauma, and you trying to figure it out. And you're 27 at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So after this happened, Kevin, you realize it, man. How you get to the beach? Talk to me. How did that transition happen?
Hey, the beach, man. All right, man, the beach was wild. I got out and I talked to Andre Burnett. Shout out my dog Andre. Shout out Dre. That's my guy. He been an influence in my life too. He taught me how to knock a nigga out. I give you that. Tell you, Dre got a knockout king. But yeah, and we live. My house in Shenandoah Village, he lived in the village of Roanoke. So it's just like this. I lived on the backside where the pool was at, and he lived right there in that fur house. So him and my brother was like this. You got to think. Every day they was at my house, I was at their house. So I grew up with Andre. I called Andre like, "What's up, bro?" He like, "Welcome home." Andre pull up on me at Cake House. He gave me $100 and something else. He gave me something else, and then I called him. I was going to the beach for something else, bro. How I got to the beach, I don't know. I just my granddaddy. My granddaddy lived in Newport News. Shout out my granddaddy before he died. He died. I got to see him before he died when I came home. I traveled all the way to Newport News, see my granddad, take a couple pictures. On the way back from Newport News, I called Andre. And he said, where you at? I'm like, I'm in Newport News. He like, man, Cleese live in Virginia Beach, bro. That's what started it right then and there. Soon as he said Trey Deuce lived there, he gave me Trey Deuce's number. I called Trey Deuce. I was like, where you at? He was like, man, who is this? I was like, man, where you at, man? You know. And then he answered, and I told him like, this Kev, little big man's little brother, you know. And after that, he was like, pull up. He dropped the low. I pulled up, and I said, man, we ain't look back, bro. That's how I got to Virginia Beach. I ain't look back after that. We went out to eat that morning. When I seen him. That's when I first met Malik and Ant. Rest in peace, my brother Ant. Rest in peace, you know. Man. Yeah, bro. So I met them, and Cleese was just so happy to see me. You got to think, I'm the little guy that used to follow them at the Salem Fair, running behind them. And him, he used to be my brother. Trey Deuce, Andre Burnett, Jarrell, Marcus, Bratton, a couple other guys, man. But I'm just saying the one, they used to always be at the crib. Them guys used to go to the fair. I used to follow behind them, you know. And they remember me. So, bro, always open his doors to me. Shout out Trey Deuce one more time, bro. Open the doors for me.
Now, I want you to think about this too, man. Did Cleese even realize at the time he was giving you such a lifeline? You think Cleese even realized it?
I mean, I think he knew. He knew more. Cleese got Hey, off this camera. Cleese could tell you a couple stories about me. He helped me out. He helped me out.
I mean, for real, like really got you. You know what I mean on your journey.
Yeah, I was at their house every day. I stayed there. I wake up in the morning. He go to work. I'm on the couch. You know what I'm saying? You know how it was. I used to wake up. Yeah, bro knew I was there.
Well, I'm saying though, on the path of your journey to rehabilitate yourself, how big that was for you. You feel what I'm saying?
That was really, great. That was real big.
Yeah,
it was somebody welcomed me in. They lifestyle, they family, they. You know what I'm saying? Even me and you, I met you there. Shout out King Crowder, man. I met King Crowder at the bar, at the hair of the dog, man.
Well, I met you that day. For sure, but I say all that to say, man, it's like we go through life, bro. Remember, Kevin? I went the college route. Kevin had the street route and went a different route, but it don't matter. We all from the same area. You feel
what I'm saying?
Same stories, different journeys. But the beautiful part was I got to see Kevin along his journey as he was really exiting the street life for real. I don't even think you realize. I saw you really exiting. I seen you really change, and I seen you like, yo, I'm trying to get out. I'm really
back in the day. Yeah, I was a little turn. I was a little different back then. I was different back then, bro.
But I saw you trying to change, though. You feel me? Like I saw, bro. Hey, we was all the same. I saw you like, man, I don't want to go back. I remember the stories you told me, fam.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to go back. I mean, who would want to go back to prison? I don't think that ain't smart.
You feel me? It's a difference between not wanting to go than saying I ain't gonna go. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a big difference, brother.
You said, Terrell, I ain't gonna go, and that's what started your journey of it. And I remember seeing it, bro. I'm just proud of you. So let's keep rolling. You there? You at the beach? Man, how did you meet your old lady? How did you become a father?
All right, hold on.
Let me hear all this, man.
All right, look.
I mean, gangbanger, street ninja, husband. How did that happen, dog?
All right, so look, I left the beach, bro. After I left the beach, I did go back to the street. One more time. I did, gang. I remember. Hey, look, man. Look, I got back home and it was the same shit. Nothing was changing. it ain't easy for me to get a job. Now I've been out here spending on people, so I got ops everywhere. And then I met my little brother, man. Shout out to my little brother. I ain't gonna say a name because he wild style with it. But shout out my little brother. I met him, and me and him was just on the take over the world type situation, like Tony Montana gang. Like everything we did would be like we was on some bro. But yeah, man, like we was just getting money. Just I was selling bean pies. You feel me? That's how we gonna put that.
So how? Okay, you getting there? You re-entered on a bad note. You ain't proud of what you had to do, right?
Nope, but that's what I had to do, bro.
You had to do what you had to do to figure it out because you were still young. So when did that transition come to be like, bro, I'm done with this shit for real? When did that moment come you said that like I'm done with this shit forever?
Me and my brother, the little dude I'm talking about, the little bro, he wild as hell. Me and him live together with his baby mama. They met each other as friends. And then she offered for both of us to come stay there with her to protect her. She got guns everywhere, but she just wanted us to just have men at the crib. You feel me? And we kicking it. We cool, you know. Shout out, they still together right now. They together. They got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout them out. Shout them out. They together. But at their house, I had a job. I worked at Walmart right down the street from where they lived at. You know Bonsack Walmart, right?
Yeah, that's out the way. Right.
We was in the country. Yeah, we was out there. Yeah. So I'm out there now, but I'm still riding to the city every day to do what I do. Then I come home out here. You feel me? I was working a Walmart job at night doing the forklift joint. And I don't really know what told me to stop. I can tell you what happened. I met my wife first. Then I started to stop. I met my wife first. Then I decided I ain't stopped. When I met my wife, I was still going, rolling, 100 miles an hour. I met her, and guess how I met my wife? I meet her on Facebook dating, bro.
Come on now. Not in, online dating. Kev was online. So how did you slide the DM? Let me hear it. What did you say?
Nah, I mean, she, you know, it's a little Facebook dating zone. If you click the like, it'll tell them that you liked her. And then if she like you back, then y'all match. And then when I came in there professional. Hey, how you doing? My name is Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you. I was wondering if we can get to know each other, you know, build some type of friendship, whatever. Just, you know, I talk my shit, man. I can say, hey, man. I can talk the cat off fish truck, bro. You better stop playing, man. But yeah, man, I stood up like twice. But let me tell you why. I was in the street. I told you I was still in the street. Got to think, I'm making money. I was here, there, Loudon, Melrose, Northwest, Southeast. You know, I was everywhere. So me and her were supposed to meet up at a park, and I meet her at, you know, and we just talk and get to know each other. I didn't go there. Second time we were supposed to meet up, I beat somebody up. That day I had an issue with somebody. We got to squabbling. I knocked them out, kept pushing. But I didn't get to meet her then. The third time, she came all the way to my house and got me. I ain't had no car this time, so she came all the way and got me. And from that day forward, I never left her again. Like me and her never separated after that day. That day she came and got me, bro, I never left her after that. Like,
so what was the big thing that you know, like, man, she different, bro? What was that moment?
We sat in the car and talked all night in front of her apartment. She sent her kids in the house. She ordered DoorDash food for them, so they fed. And me and her sat in the car literally all night till like the next morning. The next morning at like 8, she drove me to my mama's house in Brittany apartment. Still, so my mom's still there right now. She dropped me off. I went to my mama's crib, went to sleep, got up, took a shower. We got back together, and then it was like around Mother's Day. She helped me get a bunch of shit from our moms, bro. And yeah, and ever since then, bro, we've been thick as thieves. But then we had a little situation happen. Yeah, I ain't gonna. In the street. I'm talking about in the street. I was in the street. Okay. Getting money, you know, doing my thing. Allegedly, selling bean pies, bro. You feel me? Now, yeah. It's certain levels in the game that I was in. You know, you got the extremely dangerous stuff, and then you got the little stuff like weed. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was in more of the extremely dangerous stuff.
So you really, really had to get your life right. Like you really was just testing the waters. Again, you still figuring it out, man. So when did you got there? Like when was that point that was like, yo, I'm done with all this shit, bro?
I was riding in the car. She know. I picked her up from work, and I had all of it on me. And I know if we get caught, we going to jail forever, like ever, like, you know. So And that day, I told her about it. And once I told her about it, she was cool. But we heard we got it out the car. But she was cool about it. But she was like, yeah, you can't put my life in danger. I got kids. I got things to live for. So she just broke it down to me like that. And then when I realized it, I guess it made sense. I'm like, dang, ain't. She was like, listen, you ain't even got to do that. You can get you a job. And, man, I know you're not going to make the same money you was making over here. But you can still be stable and be all right. So I worked a job. I started working a job. Stop hustling. I stopped hustling, bro. Like, dropped it cold turkey. Like,
to stop it. The first
cold turkey.
Wow.
Dropped it cold turkey, gang. She told me that's how to be with her. I had to. She said that she ain't jeopardizing her kids, her life, her lifestyle, none of that for a nigga, for somebody, a brother, or another brother to come in and try to tear it down. When she just
how did that feel, man? Like that was the first time in your life that you ever to stop hustling, man. How was that? Do you remember that day?
I was mad, man. I was mad, nigga. What you mean? You gonna tell me I can't go make no money? What in the world? I can see if I just want to sit around all day and be a bum.
It was the best decision you ever made, though. Looking back at it,
for real, yeah, for sure.
It was the best decision you ever made, and you ain't got to worry about looking over your shoulder. You
ain't nothing.
Life is good now, right?
Great. Life is great.
I said when that happened, man, that's a major milestone, dog. And
yeah.
If you notice, you got you a family now.
Yes, sir. Them baby's my babies. Her baby's my baby. So
absolutely. But I'm just thinking about it, man, from the sense of every time I'm hearing you talk, Kevin, you never had your own family. You always wanted that.
Yep. Got my own babies right now. My whole little system. I got my whole system.
Now you got your whole family on your own. You got to move different. You got to think different. You got to operate different.
My mindset now way different. Like, I be trying to, grow up and stuff like that. Yeah, I still fall short sometimes. Like, people do that though. People fall short, and I'm human. So I realize I do supposed to make mistakes, but I can't make the same mistake 20 times and then be like, oh, I'm human now. That don't work that way. That means you just crazy. Because you're doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So
I love it, brother. So as you get there, Kevin, you towards your area now. How does a street ninja become a husband? How does that happen? What is that transition?
Man, you know what I did, bro? I left everything alone and I moved away. Not on no moving away on no scary stuff. Yes, ma'am. Hold on. Yes, ma'am. What's up, buddy? Just saying, brother.
No, you saying why you left the street? How was your entry?
Oh. My bad. Yeah, bro. I left the street just on some, like, you know how, like, when you realize stuff getting old, bro, you gotta make a change. I was dancing too close with the devil, bro. I was put in a couple of situations, and I was almost close to either going back to jail or going to the box in the ground somewhere. Wow. So after that, I learned I had to remove myself because I'm my biggest problem. I'm my only problem. Can't nobody stop me. Nothing in my brain. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm my biggest enemy. I always stop myself. So now I give myself that same. I give myself the same attention on the positive side too. Like you your biggest competitor. You can do what you want to do. Like the sky's your limit. So now I don't put no limitations on myself, bro. I was stuck in the little, the hood. You got the hood mentality, the hood walk, the hood dress. I don't even dress the same no more. I still get fly now, but you can't tell I'm a hood nigga no more if you see me out walking. So I changed my perspective. I changed who I am. I moved states, bro. I moved all the way to a whole nother state just to start over. I ain't got nobody. I don't got no family down here, no cousins. And me and my wife been down here 3.5 years making it happen. You know what I'm saying? I work a full-time job, brother. Work 40-hour weeks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I work every day, all day. You know what I'm saying?
But I think the whole point is, Kevin, you love it though. I don't think
I do love it. I love my job, bro. That's when I really realized like this might be all right, cause I ain't like it working at first. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a street nigga, dog. I won't with that, bro. I won't with it, but then I found something that I'm good at. So like now it ain't even work. It's just me going to this place every day to do something I like to do all day. It ain't even work to me. So
again, man, you found your purpose. You found your family. You transitioned. You became a man. You let them childish things away. And most importantly, man, you got you a family, dog.
Yes, sir, brother.
Man, as we get ready to close, Kevin, man, if you talking to the young street ninja right now, 15, 16, what's your biggest thing of wisdom you teaching them right now, but you want to tell them it's different?
Don't follow everybody else, man. Don't follow everybody else. if you want to do something that your friends don't want to do and they trying to, it's okay, bro. Go the other way and do what you want to do. Don't follow nobody, because that's how you end up in deep water, bro. You know, it's always the wrong place in the wrong time. So if you can remove yourself from the wrong place, you won't be there at the wrong time. You feel me?
No,
So
I definitely agree with you, man. I definitely agree with you, man. And Kevin, I'm so proud of you, dog. And like
appreciate
I
it, bro.
said,
My
like,
dog, my brother,
always,
my
remember,
brother.
man, some of us go to prison, some of us go to the military, some of us
Mm-hmm.
go to college, some of us go to
Mm-hmm.
trade school. But we all brothers in this country trying to figure it out, man.
Yep.
And your story is a story that we need to have about how gang members and street niggas can't go over. You can't become
Yeah.
you can't mature.
You can do everything. Yeah.
Anything about it, man. So I love your story. Flip side, big dog.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate the time. Appreciate the opportunity, man. Shout out to King Crowder, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for letting me get my story out, bro. And
Of course, man.
I can't wait to see what you about to whip up in this edit lab, because there's a lot of stuff got to get kicked out of there. It's got to get the boot. It's got to get the boot. Make sure you give it the boot, bro.
Hey, until next time.
All right, brother. Take care, my brother. Take care.
I know,